Hola, hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl Zaina, and you are watching. Hi guys, what's up? It's a new year. Happy New Year, guys. This video is going to be a little bit different from my typical hair, makeup, lifestyle videos. This is going to be a bit of me rambling, talking about the year in review, what I expect about what I expect coming into this year, my goals, different aspects of this year. Hopefully it's not too long. I promise I'll try not to make it too long. I actually wrote down what I'm going to say, because if I never write it down, then guess what, this video would be muy larga. Yes, this video would be too long, muy larga, but like, yes. So let's talk. So last year for me, the whole highlight was going from fair to fearless, and that's including my YouTube as well. And I hope you guys get some lessons from this as well. It's not just me just talking about my life and whatever, it's just to motivate you guys to know that you can do anything you set your mind to. So it was essentially me moving from fair to fearless, and that especially came full force in terms of my YouTube, because I didn't want to like put myself out there and be vulnerable and whatever, and the whole point of especially YouTube is to be able to connect with people, to be able to reach people on a level. And especially the last part of the year, that's when my videos started going up. And then the funny thing about it, well, not the funny thing about it, I tried to make everything pretty and all of them things there, but the thing is, if you don't have connections, then it don't make sense. And I tried to do that during the latter part of the year, where started engaging with people more, especially on my Instagram, engaging with more people, asking advice, and this is something that part about advice, I've been reaching out to other YouTubers and whatever, but we're not really going into that. But it's going from fair to fearless, where you try not to be afraid of what people think, what people say. You try to be yourself, and that's what I want to bring more to YouTube. A lot of people don't know that I speak Spanish. Sí, español es mi primera lengua, entonces voy a hablar español más en mis videos. Yes, I'll be speaking more Spanish in my videos. If you do the get to know me tag, I think I talked about my whole Spanish roots and everything. I used to live in Panama and everything, but yeah, a lot of people don't know this, and it's really something that I want to bring to YouTube, or want to bring back to my life, because even in my daily life I don't really speak it that much, because I live in an English speaking country, and yeah, there are not many opportunities where I get to speak it. But guess what, your girl's gonna speak Spanish. So yes, so that's just me, wanting to put myself out there more, wanting to not be afraid of what people think, to just live fearlessly, stepping out of my comfort zone. That's something, especially with this makeup. If you guys haven't seen this makeup though, you guys should go watch it. I posted it before this. It's literally the video before this. This is my New Year's look. Yes guys, I just killed 2 birds with 1 stone and did a video right after. Like, why not? But yeah, stepping out of my comfort zone, not only makeup wise, but in other aspects of my life. It's a bit tricky for me, because I'm not necessarily conservative, but I like to think what others think, and that has prevented me from coming out of my comfort zone. But this year I'm going to put myself more, put myself first more, self-care and all of these stuff, and step out and let my creative juices flow more, let them flow. Yeah. And in letting them flow, there are a few people that are going to be influencing my YouTube and my content creation and all of these stuff, and they are Monica Style Muse, Sorella Moore. Like, I just think she's a very creative photographer. I mean, I know other photographers, even some Jamaican photographers, that I really want to highlight, but I think I'm gonna do another video for that. But Sorella Moore, she's not Jamaican, she's Australian, I think. And I am Treya, because she's the one who's been motivating me to grow my hair. Yes guys, yes. Hey Paris, because she's just real and she has Jamaican roots, and yeah. And then there's Latoya Forever. She's also from the Caribbean. She's from Trinidad. You know, I just love her craziness, and she just kind of reminds me of me. It's just that you guys haven't seen me like that and all of those stuff, but yeah, yeah, loca. And Jackie Aina, she's the realest. Love her makeup reviews, love her makeup stuff, and I learned a lot from her, you know, as well as other makeup YouTubers and stuff like that. But you can see that there's a good mix of, you know, YouTubers that will influence and have been influencing, you know, my whole YouTube, I don't want to call it career, but, you know, YouTube interest, my whole YouTube hobby, my whole YouTube, you know, creative juices. And I just want that to continue. And, you know, I just expect to do creative things, not only on YouTube, because I do have interest in like photography, videography, and I have done like edited visuals and stuff like that. I just haven't really put it out there, and that's something I want to do in terms of coming out of my comfort zone. You're not being afraid to put my work out there, you know, and to show what I have to offer. So as I said, you know, I'll be speaking Spanish. I'll be letting my personality flow more, yeah, and incorporating my Spanish roots. Guys, I'm reading, so if you see me looking down, another thing that's, you know, well, I started last year and it's been going into this year. I haven't completely cut out meat, because I still do eat chicken and chicken based stuff, but I am now going into a phase where I'm going to become a pescatarian with the intention to become plant-based or vegan, because I realized both of them, those two concepts are two different things. So I have to do more research on that, but I think it's more vegan than plant-based, because plant-based is more. Anyways, before we go into that, so yes, I'm moving into being more pescatarian. I still do eat chicken. I'm gonna cut off chicken soon though, guys. But yeah, that's something. And throughout all of that, you know, one thing I've realized is that my skin has been healthier with cutting out all of these red meat, pork, all of these stuff. Yeah, my skin has been healthier. I haven't, throughout the whole of December, I typically know when I get sick, which is usually December, January, mostly December, because of the weather change, and during the summer, and throughout the month of December, I have not gotten any form of sick, which is amazing. And I think this is attributed towards my diet change. Also, you know, I have horrible eczema, and I don't want to attribute everything to this, but it's just so weird that after I've made this, you know, decision to do this and that, you know, change this, don't eat this and whatever, it's not necessarily me restricting, because funny enough, eating more of a vegan plant-based diet and, you know, less meat and stuff has actually made me gain weight, but we're going to go into that a little bit soon. Yeah, I have eczema, and it usually flares up around December time. And guess what didn't flare up this December? Well, it did flare up, but it wasn't a horrible flare up like I usually have, which is something amazing to me, because it's really I would consider my eczema mild, but at the same time it's unbearable, because it's not something that affects me throughout the year, and then when it does flare up, it burns, it itches, my skin strips and all these stuff, and then it gets black and all this craziness, you know, it's just crazy. And, you know, I just have more energy as well. I realize I have less energy when I do eat more meat and stuff like that. So I've been trying to cut out the meat and stuff like that. I do love meat though, but, you know, health wise, I want to be healthy and strong this year. And when it comes to working out and stuff, I want to have the energy and everything as a trainer as well, you know, that, you know, I want to bring this type of lifestyle, not necessarily to force like this whole vegan plant-based thing on my clients, but to show them that, yo, you need to eat healthy, and, you know, you need to put your health above, you know, anything else. The next thing I want to talk about is my weight gain. Guys, I weight gain, and I'll have a separate video talking about that. And because gaining weight has been such a struggle for me, and now it's like, I just have to talk about this in another video, but that is something, gaining weight has been a huge struggle for me, and I think I've been able to overcome that. You know, there was a week where in 3 weeks I actually gained a total of about 6-7 pounds, and I was like mind blown, because this had never happened before, you know. And I didn't have to take any, a ketamine, I never had to take no chicken pill, I never have to take no never said nothing, just have a workout and eat good. Like, that's all it takes, you know. And then there is the funny thing, well, not funny thing, but the most, you know, something that had really affected me this year, or last year rather, was being accused of stealing. And essentially the whole story was a racial racial profiling story, and I think I will do a separate video on that. But I was accused of stealing. I went into a store and the owner accused me of stealing, when in fact I did no such thing, and he didn't even apologize. And that shook me, because, you know, I have never been accused of stealing, or furthermore been, you know, profiled like that, to have done such a thing. You know, that kind of shook me up a bit. So, but yeah, I'll do a story time on that. And then the next thing that I really loved was going to the Beyonce concert. And if you guys haven't seen that video yet, yes guys, I did a video on it. It will be in my description box. But yes guys, I saw Beyonce. Well, not met her like in person, maybe one day, you know. But the show was truly amazing. Apart from her being an amazing vocalist, the show was like spectacular. Like, guys, I would suggest, or, you know, if you can afford any of her shows, just go. Even if it's a one-time thing, the experience is just amazing. She gives you an experience, not just her vocals, she gives you an experience, guys. And then, you know, my future plans, you know, is to grow my businesses. That's one. Definitely to grow my fitness business. Come on guys, join me. You know, we have so many amazing things coming this year and then years to come. You know, also to grow my styling business. I'm into fashion, I'm into makeup, I'm into all these things, as you can see on my channel. But yes guys, to grow my styling page, I also want to like drop my clothing line, hopefully sometime this year. I have my designs, I've been working on these stuff. Like, it's just good. This year I think it's just gonna be a crazy, it's such an amazing year. It's gonna be busy, but I'm gonna enjoy it so much, because it's gonna give me so much joy and fulfillment. I'm thinking of starting back vlogging, because I used to do vlogging, but I kind of stopped, guys. But yes, I'm thinking of doing vlogging again, and to just, you know, to enjoy more adventures. Over the years, you know, well, not over the years, over this like last year, I kind of, you know, tried to focus more on work and stuff like that. But going into this year, I want to incorporate more adventures, you know, and that will make for amazing vlogs, you know. So I'm trying to do that as well. And there, you know, there are other little things that I have up my sleeve, but I don't really want to reveal, because, well, one of them I'm going to reveal in next week's video. Or yeah, next week's video. I'm going to be doing a beauty series. Yes guys, I'm going to be doing a beauty series. I'm talking about, it's a 3-part series, so look out for that. Yes guys, a whole week of videos. But yes guys, this is really just my year interview and what I want going forward. You know, I hope you guys, you know, learn something from this. Well, not necessarily learn, but, you know, you really look into what you want in your life for 2019, and that, you know, this year is just an amazing and prosperous year for you guys. I know it's kind of weird for you guys to just sit here just talking, because I really don't talk on camera, but that's something as well I want to do in the coming year, especially to bring out my personality. But yes guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, guys. Tell me your goals in the comment box below, you know, and don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. And if nobody never tell you, I love you.